Alright, hey, Hades Mega here, and I'm shooting a vlog in my backyard because somebody's doing freaking laundry in the garage, so yeah. I apologize for the wind noises and the traffic noises and all that stuff. I can't control it, okay, so. But anyway, I'm shooting a video about the Suron Light Bee again, okay? If you guys saw my last video, well, the last couple videos on my Suron Light Bee, you'll find out that I broke it again, okay? It always has something to do with the primary drive on the belt, okay? It always has something to do with the primary drive on the Light Bee, okay, is what I'm going to say. Okay, so what's Hades Mega going to do? Oh, okay, I'm going to tell you now. I was planning to put a replacement belt on it. I bought a replacement belt from Unicycle a couple months ago when the other belt, when I replaced it, okay? It was like, it's about $45 to replace it, guys. So Hades Mega can just keep on replacing belts, or I can install a chain one, okay? But anyway, if you watch this video... Alright, here we go. Oh, shit! Oh, dude, I shredded the belt. You'll see what happened, okay? So yeah, it broke pretty spectacularly, okay? So what I think happened here, okay? You can see it just, boom, it just let go. The belt overheated. That's what happened, okay? I was riding it in the sand dunes, and I was just going wide open throttle, going through the dunes and stuff, you know, because I couldn't get no traction and stuff. And it was, you know, it's very bad for the motor. It's very bad for the controller. You know, it just putting out a lot of power, but it's not getting any airflow, you know, and it's not water cooled, so that doesn't help either. So very bad dunes bike, okay. But I have to say, I did a lot of riding with this belt too, okay, and it broke pretty spectacularly. It just boom, just came out. Yeah, and then I kind of got stranded on the dunes, and I had to get pulled out by a side-by-side, okay. Look, it's a good thing that people were out the dunes when I was there, okay. But yeah, so to prevent this from happening again, I bought a chain kit, okay? That's what's in here, okay? So we're gonna go, this is the unboxing for the chain kit, and I'm gonna talk about, you know, why you would want a chain, okay? And then we'll take a closer look at this kit in a second, okay? But yeah, so if you guys don't know, the Suron Light Bee has a belt primary drive, okay? So there's a belt on the left side of the bike, the primary drive, there's a belt, okay? It's very similar to like a timing belt on a car, okay? And then on the other side, on the right side of the bike, there's a secondary drive that has a 420 chain on it, okay? And I'll tell you this, the belt, for 90% of the riding that Hades Mega does, a belt is just fine, okay? But if you do a lot of off-road riding and, you know, you push your bike to the limits all the time, probably the chain is what you want, okay? So a couple weeks ago, I was gonna install a new belt, a replacement belt that I had lying around, and then I got this. I was able to order this. Okay, so these have been out of order on Unicycle's website for a long time, and I check every day. I put the page on there where the chain kit is, and I check every day. I hit refresh and I look at it, and then one day, actually the day that I was going to install the replacement belt, there was a freaking it was available, one was available at least, I know, because now there's no more available. And it's the standard gearing one also. Okay, there's two unicycle chain kits. There's a standard gearing, and then there's a shorter gearing one. Okay, it makes your bike more torquey, basically. I went with the standard gearing. Okay, that's the only one they had anyways. Okay, so I figure this will pay itself off with probably 2 belt replacements. I've already replaced 2 belts on this bike. Okay, but I have to say, unless you're going to put your bike through some really extreme use, you know, extreme like off-road use, I think the belt is perfectly fine. Okay, I've tortured this. I've taken it on the racetrack. I've ridden it off-road. I've ridden it in the desert, and one place you don't want to be riding with the belt is the desert, dude. Because if the belt breaks on you in the desert, you'll be, you know, stranded, and it'll be all bad. You know, make sure you're riding with the buddy, you know, type of thing. Okay, yeah, because if you break the belt, you're not going anywhere, and it's not easy that you can't just replace it on the trail. Okay. Now, if you replace it with the chain, you can replace the chain. You could replace the chain because you could just take the master link off, I think. I'm not really sure how this works, so we're going to go take a look at this, okay? So Hayes Mega recommends only for, you know, you really only need a chain drive if you're going to put your bike through subject your bike to like some extreme riding conditions, okay? Like riding on sand dunes, okay? So the reason this happened is because I was riding on the sand dunes and I was just ripping it, and for like a long time it's just wide open. I had to go wide open to get through that sand, you know, and that's what broke the belt. I think the belt overheated and then it broke. Okay, I don't think it slipped or anything. It overheated. Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna go talk about what's in here, or let's unbox it. Okay. So we're going to talk about what's in here. This is a 219 chain conversion kit from Unicycle, okay? The great thing Hayes Mega loves about Unicycle is if you can't get parts from Sauron, they make parts for the Sauron. so that, you know, that's the way Unicycle does it, man, and I like it, you know. Anyway, there's 2 kits that you can get from Unicycle. Is the Unicycle chain kit, okay, and the Sauron chain kit, okay? So the Sauron chain kit, I think it uses a 420 chain. This uses a 219 chain. It's the same chain they use on a go-kart, okay? It's a go-kart chain. All right, so that'll be interesting. I've never worked with this before, so we'll see how it is. But hopefully this will be more durable than the belt, okay? What's the disadvantage of running a chain is it'll be noisier, okay? It may stretch more. It requires lubrication, okay? But the chain is inside a cover, so if it does, like not a lot of dirt can get to it, dirt and water get to it, because it's kind of enclosed a little bit, okay? So because the belt has to be relatively clean. You can't just. That's why they don't have a belt drive on this bike, okay? For a secondary drive. All right, so I'm gonna go over how much I got this for, and then we're gonna go unbox it, and then the next video clip I will be installing it. Okay. I know everyone is interested to see how you install this guy. I am too. So okay. So I got this. It's called the Luna Primary Belt to Chain Conversion Kit on their website. Okay, and it's $65, $7 shipping with $6 tax. Total damage $78. So the cost, almost the cost of 2 belts. Almost the cost of 2 belts. You can get this one chain. So let's hope this chain lasts a while. That's what I'm gonna say. All right. So let's go do the unboxing. This is the way it came. All right. In a priority, USPS priority plastic mail envelope. Okay. Looks like it got to me pretty good. I've already had it for like a week too. I feel bad. I haven't been able to fix the Sauron for quite a few weeks. I want to go ride it already, but it's been raining a whole lot. All right, let's go unbox this. Okay, here we go. We're going to use the seat of my bike to do the unboxing. You can see the Unicycle logo here. Since this is not a Unicycle sponsored video, but you know, I buy a lot of stuff from them, so I'm sure this bike was at Unicycle at some point. its life. Okay. See how well the packaging is. Looks like when you get it. All right, there you go. That's what you get. Oh boy, what is this? This is a lot more stuff than I thought would be in here. All right, here you go. Here's what's in the bag. Okay, and it's, wow, all right. It's kind of this, it's all folded and everything. All right, so that's the whole dealie right there. Let me change the camera angle a little bit. Okay, so this is everything that you get. I got some stickers from Lunicycle. This is the first time I got stickers from them, so there you go. It looks similar to that that keychain that I bought from them. All right, it's got the Lunicycle logo with like teeth gears and everything, and those Lunicycle there. Okay, set that aside. Okay, I got a invoice right here, I think, or it's an instruction. I think it's in this. Let's see what this is. Yes, it is an invoice. It's a packing slip, basically, is what it is. Okay. Set that aside, and then you have no instruction manual. Let me check the packaging one more time. Nope, there's no instruction manual. I don't like that. Hopefully the instruction manual's on the website. All right, but there it is. It's a kind of baggie with like 4 different compartments. All right, they're all sealed. There's a smaller sprocket right here, okay? There's a chain right here. This looks very similar to the chain that's on my scooter, okay? My, what is it? It's the same. It's a very similar chain to the one that's on his scooter, okay? And then you got the Luna primary belt. It says there's a sticker here. All right, it says Luna primary belt to chain conversion kit, standard 2048. Okay, so I guess one of these is a 20 and this one is a 48 tooth. Okay, it's the same chain that's on my scooter. Okay, this is what it is. So if you have any of those electric scooters, and it looks like there's some kind of some metal spacers here. Okay, I'm not really sure how that works. Okay, so this obviously this is the one that goes on the bigger part of the primary drive. Okay, and this is the one that goes on the motor. All right, and there's 2 sprockets. That's interesting. Why would they give you 2 sprockets? Okay, so sprockets. There's 2 sprockets in here. Okay, 2 small sprockets. There's 2 large sprockets. The chain. Okay, I don't know if you can just buy these chains, but like I said, it's the same one as a scooter chain, so you shouldn't be too hard to find. All right, it looks like it's a continuous chain. Yep, there's no master link in it. Okay, so if you break this puppy, let's hope you can't. You know, yeah, if you break this puppy, you won't be able to mend it. Is what I would say. So if you could try to find a master, or if you could find a spare chain with a master link on it, then I would say that's the way to go. All right, I'm not sure how many teeth these are. I will look it up, okay? And then there's these, what looks like metal spacers, okay? So, okay. So there you go. There's your unboxing. That's $65 from Lunicycle, $78 to your door, okay? All this to replace this, okay? And the pulleys and all that stuff, okay? All right, that's the unboxing. The next part of the video will be the install. All right, here's Miguel. Alright, hey, here's Mega here. It's next day and we're going to get ready to install this chain kit here, okay? There's just a couple things I wanted to note about this kit. I'm a little disappointed in it. I'm not gonna lie, alright? It's kind of not what I expected, and this could have been made in a better way, okay? Is what I want to say. It's kind of like some backyard kit almost, you know, like I could make it myself almost. if I trace the gears in a little piece of metal thing and I cut it out, you know, but yeah, so I'm a little disappointed in this kit, and I wish I knew more about it before I bought it, and so that's why I'm making this video, so you guys can see it. So okay, yeah, so I'm not gonna do like a review on it yet because I haven't installed it and I haven't used it yet, but I just want to note some things about it, okay? Also, I don't think I mentioned how this kit differs from the Sauron kit is that this uses a different chain, okay? So one of the drawbacks to installing a chain over a belt is the noise, okay? A belt is much quieter, okay? That's why they had the belt conversion for the secondary drive, but because people might want a smoother, quieter riding Suron. Okay, but yeah, the dealie is like if you put a chain in there, it's going to be noisier than the belt. But the good thing about the Lunicycle kit, and that's the reason I wanted it. I didn't want my bike to get louder. Okay, I heard that this kit with the smaller chain is actually just as quiet as the belt. Okay, so that's the reason I wanted this kit. There's a couple of things about its design that I don't like. You have to use these spacers here, okay, and they're like, they kind of act as like washers and stuff. Okay, they're shims is what they are, and instead of like machining like one big sprocket, because I'm telling you, the sprocket on the Suron Light Bee is like, the Suron sprockets or the Suron pulleys are a work of art. Okay, they're well made. This is like a step behind it, in my opinion, in like quality. Like, I did note like the sprocket was kind of cheap looking. The counter sprocket, it's like they machined a pulley with the CNC machine, and then they tack welded it onto like a hub that has a key that goes onto the motor. Okay, so like, I thought that was kind of ghetto. Well, this is even more ghetto. Okay, basically you put the shims on there like washers to align the chains, to align the chain or the sprocket, you know, so the chain is straight, you know, when they could have just did one big CNC machine for, you know, to make one big sprocket, okay, with a hub that's already the right size and everything. It's already got the right spacing. All I'm saying is they could have put these washers or the shims on the sprocket already, okay, and then you have to use both of these. I looked at the pictures on the website, and you have to use both of the sprockets. So they give you 2 sets of sprockets of 2. Okay, there's 2 sprockets, and they give you a small one and a big one. Okay, and you have to use both of them. I'd never seen anything like that use a double sprocket setup. So yeah, okay, does that make it stronger? I'm not sure. Okay, but I think it's kind of ghetto. I was want to say, and also I'm kind of not happy with the chain, because it doesn't have a master link you can take on and off easily on the trail. Okay, you have to use a chain breaker is what they say. So I'm gonna have to learn how to thing this. But before I install this, I will count the number of links in this chain. Okay, it doesn't mention it. So once again, there's another thing. There's no instruction manual, so there's no documentation on this at all. Okay. Well, okay, there kinda is, but not really. If you go on the page where you can order the part, okay, there's instructions. There's a web page. It takes you to their forum, and then there's instructions on how to install a chain conversion kit. However, it's for the Suron conversion kit and not the Lunicycle one. I'm like, oh, come on, you guys couldn't just make a video or do a, you know, make a do like a web page on how to do it, you know? It's like, what the heck, man? So now you gotta kind of have to figure it out for yourself, sort of, okay? But I looked at the pictures, and I kind of got an idea how to install it, so we'll see what happens. I'm still gonna say, dude. And there's already some things with the instructions that it won't work for me because I broke my belt already, okay? So I don't know how we're gonna get the counter pulley off. So what did it say? But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and so that's why Hades Omega wants to make this video, so you guys can see how to install this thing. I see quite a few people have purchased this and they're pretty happy with it, but nobody's made a freaking install video or install instructions for this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Okay, so to help the Suron community out, all right, that wants to get this. But definitely, this should be a upgrade for your Suron, you know, if you're breaking belts all the time. Okay, this is my second belt that I've gone through, and I don't want to go through a third one. And it gets expensive after a while. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind that, you know, that belt is pretty tough, and it can take a lot of punishment, but not the kind of punishment that Hades Omega can dish on it, is what I'm gonna say. But I did abuse it quite a bit, so I will torture test this one. I will guarantee you that, man. We'll see how long this bad boy lasts. Okay, but the beauty of this is if the chain breaks, you can, well, yeah, if the chain breaks, you can break the chain and you can install another one. But they don't sell a separate, they don't sell the chain separately. But I can tell you this is a scooter chain, okay? You want to see? I have a chain like this already. Let's see. All right, here I got my buddy E200 Razor scooter. All right, this is Hades. This is kind of Hades Omega's first electric bike, sorta. But there it is. Doesn't that chain look familiar? I think that's the same exact chain, right? Well, let me get this. All right, don't those chains look familiar? Right? Okay, I'm not 100%. It actually, this chain is a little bit bigger than the scooter chain. Okay, so hallelujah, it's a little bit stronger than the chain that's on my Razor scooter. I've never broken a Razor scooter chain before, by the way, so they must be pretty strong if it can pull me. So yeah, this is a little bit bigger than that scooter chain. That's what I want to say. So that's a good thing, I guess. It's a little tougher than that, but we'll see how long this lasts. Okay, we'll see how long it lasts. It definitely could put up with heat a lot better than the belt, I'm hoping. All right, so let's go ahead and install this. All right, let's make out. Okay, so here's a little more info. So the sticker, this is what the labels say on it: Luna primary belt to chain conversion kit. Okay, it's a standard 20/48. So I guess this is a 20 tooth and this is a 48 tooth, and that gives you the same ratio as stock. Okay, and this is the Suron Luna chain kit standard. Okay, so they do make a lower gearing model. Okay, it has more torque. Okay, so you don't have to put bigger secondary sprockets and stuff, but I decided to go with the standard one. Okay, so it pretty much works just like the stocks. It works just like the stock setup. Okay, it says Luna primary belt to chain conversion kit right here. So I guess this is their kind of their barcode there for doing their inventory and stuff. Okay, so let's go take all this stuff out and take a closer look at it. Okay, there we go. I got everything out of the package. So here's the smaller sprockets, the counter sprockets. Okay, two of these guys look like little ninja stars. There's the chain, the 219 chain. It's got some what is it? Grease on it. Okay, like lithium grease. And then there's the spacers. Okay. Ugh, they're kind of hard to get out of there. Let's see if I can take some out. Okay, it looks like the spacers all need to go on the front. Most of them need to go in the front except for this one. Okay, I don't know which one goes on the back. This one, I guess. I'm not 100. We have to figure that out. Okay, but let me take one out. They're not very easy to take out. Couldn't they have just taken them out for you already? Okay, so there's like a little nub mark here. So you're going to have a nub mark right there. Yeah, I'm going to go get a file and file all these straight, just because, all right? But there's one of these spacers right there, okay? Very light. Hopefully that's strong, okay? And then this is the rear sprocket, okay? All right, you got two of those. And you just sandwich them side by side. Okay, and it kind of makes one big sprocket. And the chain goes around it like that, okay? You know what? I've seen something like this before. Yeah, you know what? A 280Z timing chain, it looks exactly like that. It's got two sprockets on it, yeah. Or it has two chains. I'm not sure. I don't remember if it had two sprockets or two chains, but it had two of something on it, and it looked kind of funky. They look very strong. That's what I want to say, all right? So anyway, there it is. Okay, so it's like kind of like you got your chain, you're converting your timing chain or your timing belt into a timing chain, okay? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to figure out how many links are on this chain so you guys will know, because I don't know how many links are on it. So if I did want to order an extra chain and carry it with my backpack, I could. So the good thing is it doesn't take up a lot of space. Look at that. You could easily put this in a little Ziploc bag, you know, and put it in your trail pack. Very nice. Very compact. Much more compact than this, okay? Okay, so anyway, yeah, you know what? Let me go get my good belt. Okay, let's not use that as an example. So, as you can see, this is the chain right here, all right? And then that's the belt right there. So you can see the belt takes up a lot more space than the chain, especially width-wise, all right?
the belt is like twice as thick, and that's why you need all those spacers. Okay, you're making a big change in the size. Okay, so I mean the belt takes up a lot of space. Look at that, and if you were to fold the belt up, you can probably get it to a reasonable size. But this is a lot easier to store. Okay, because it doesn't want to spring back into shape. Okay, type of thing. So this is a lot easier to transport. Okay, so there you go. There's a difference between the stock chain and the Unicycle 219 chain. Okay, I'm pretty happy so far. It's pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to do before we install this is let's count how many links are on this chain, so we know how many links, if we need a replacement chain. One thing I don't like about this is that Unicycle doesn't sell the replacement chains. Okay, they don't sell just the chain, so it's kind of why not? Well, what if I break one? They should sell a trail. All right, Unicycle, if you're watching this video, you guys should sell like an emergency trail chain, primary drive chain kit. Okay, so sell the chain breaker, sell the tool that breaks this. Okay, put it together, put it in the pack, and then yeah, put the tool with this to break the chain, and then sell the chain with it. Okay, so you got a replacement chain, a spare chain, and just in case you break this on the trail. Like I hope it doesn't happen, but it could. Hopefully you don't damage the sprocket. Is what I say. But yeah, sell a kit to replace this. Okay, sell a replacement chain with the tool for it. Okay. And then boom, there you go. You guys making more money because you're selling tools with it too as well. So so that's my suggestion, Unicycle. Just in case this breaks on the side of the trail, that's the beauty of this. You can break the chain, and you can easily install a new one. Okay, you should pretty easily be able to install a new one on the side of the trail if you have the proper tools. Okay, the belt, good luck having all the tools to take the swing arms and stuff off while you're on the trail. So that's where I see this is another advantage over the belt. Okay, you could pretty easily break this, throw it onto the sprocket, and then put it and then relink it, and then be on your way again. So okay, but that's let's hope that this doesn't break at all. All right. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to. So yeah. So I just looked it up, and so you're supposed to count the inner links too. So basically, all you have to do to find out how many links are in the chain after you count the outer links is you multiply it by 2, okay? And if you multiply 34 by 2, you get 68. Okay, so 68 links, okay? Times 2. You guys, this is Hades Mega's scientific method here, okay? That's what I say. Alright, so there you go. So this is a 219 chain. It has 34 outer links, so we got to multiply that by 2 to get 68 links. So this is 68 link chain is what it is, okay? So if you guys are wondering what size replacement chain to get, is a 68 link chain, okay? So if you were to say get a 70 link chain, well, you can cut 2 links off of it, and then you should be fine, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. All right, so it uses a 68 link 219 chain. All right, problem solved. Okay.